Good afternoon. I'm sitting out in front of the Safeway store over in Apache Junction, and I'm eating lunch right now. Plus, getting ready to work on another one of my literary projects. Just enjoying the beautiful air, nice and crisp out here, perfectly warm, and very nicely. Nice blue sky out as well. A little bit cloudy, however, but of course that's to be expected during the monsoon season. Which brings me up to my point that my wife and we've been struggling a little bit this summer financially. Of course, what else is new? I mean, everybody's going through this struggle right now. But the nice thing about it is that the day is coming when we're going to be able to put these times behind us. Not having to worry about always being in a financial rut all the time. And days like that are the kind of days that we look forward to living for. But I would like to tell you a little story, however. Before I started doing these literary projects, I was actually in a much worse position. I mean, I was in a position where I really didn't know anybody. You know, I just moved to well, it was 5 years after I moved to a new town, and I just barely started getting to know people. But prior to that experience, I would have never thought of sharing my story with other people until I started getting to know everyone down here. I actually started to see just how great people can be. You know, how nice and how pleasant people can be to be around. Most of all, I began to realize just how non-judgmental people could be too. How we could objectively look at a situation to appreciate it for what it really is. I began to realize just how judgmental I had become. When I realized that, I decided it was time for me to do some changes in my life. And I started seeking some outside help to overcome my problems. Because my biggest problem in life is the fact 30 years ago, I got judged for something that was beyond my control. My grandfather judged me based solely on the fact that my last name's Morgan, and he just judged our whole family as being criminals, crooked, people to hate. I never could figure out what was wrong with that old man. Why he hated the name Morgan so much. But then finally, one of my uncles told me the story behind it. Told me that he had a bad experience with somebody else named whose last name was Morgan. And after that, he decided to hate anybody whose last name was Morgan. And he decided also to judge anybody whose last name was Morgan based on that one experience. And because of that, and then my dad divorcing my mother gave birth to an even worse rage. If you'll excuse me, somebody needs my help over here.